Right. We are live. Watching a little racing tonight. Checking out the Born to Grudge Saturday. And playing this game a little bit. Seeing what's going on. Hopefully I won't get a headache coming on tonight, because I've been getting that from looking at screens and looking at too many screens, big screens and computer screens and all that. So see how it goes. Maybe it's from lack of sleep. Who knows? Alright, so we built this Chevelle. I think it was the last car that we built recently. That they made a little faster. I was doing some test passes with this a little bit earlier. But I couldn't really get it out of the mid 5.5 range. I know there's like a tune out there that's like maybe a little better, but let's see what we got. So it has a big lope, I guess. I don't know what you call it, in first gear. So I would probably need to get that down a little bit to get it a little quicker through first gear, and that will probably help. Ain't too shabby. 555. I know a lot of cars were like this about a year ago. Like I think this might have even been one of them. In the like the split bumper and the Supra and all those have had they buffed them a little, where they were just barely getting into the 5.5s. And then I don't know, I think they kind of maybe broke a little, and they were like turned into like low 5.6 cars or something. So I think they rebuff some of those cars, some of the same cars again. So we're gonna do we're gonna take a look at the Vega. I happen to have one of those in stock. Well, I'm running out of space, so I have to be really careful about what cars I get rid of if they're going to be adding new cars. This was probably a tune from like a year ago on this Vega. It was a no bar tune, and I was working on a no bar tune on my other phone. And I was able to get this car pretty good, so I think I was just gonna stick with the no bar tune instead of putting the bars on it, even though the bars would probably be a little better, because these cars are not going to be like super competitive anyway, so might as well set it up how I want it. So what I did, let's see. I'm not sure if I might have changed it into a turbo car. for my tune, because it was like getting up in the air on me. So I think I changed that. Not sure if I put a cage or a parachute on it or not on my other tune. I'm just going to kind of wing it here. I think I kept the 35s. And then now the cars all have 24s, because it used to be a minimum 25. But I have a tune in here before. I should have left that. I should have left that alone, just to make a test pass and see what the car does the way it was before. If it even works. I put the turbo in, so it's not gonna hit as hard off the line, I don't think. I hate when I do that. It's getting a lot of spin though. I might have to might refer to that other tune. It's weird. I never really like look back here when I'm racing. I never realized all that stuff was back there. Okay, so yeah, I know they turned this car up to where it does like 250 now. So I'm just gonna try and work off of that. So we got no bars. I'm not sure what to do with the weight yet. I think this car is going to launch a little harder. So I'm going to lower the... Let's see what it does just from that. You got a bounce there. Try that one again. See, we're getting up a little bit. So I think I'm going to go ahead and move the weight forward one. Yeah, it's still a little messed up here. We got a good 60, even though it went flying up in the air. I'm just going to take a look at my other tune that I was working on. Okay, so we did go with the turbo. I actually didn't change the front tires at all, so I just left them. Okay. So we're just going to lower this first gear. And then just even these out. Okay, so we're still using the 9000 launch. So I think this is pretty much what I had going. To keep that front end down. I pretty much just left the suspension the way it was on the last tune, because usually the suspension kind of goes with the tune. So when you change the suspension, then that's going to change the whole, how the whole tune works. So it stays down, but it only ran a 562. See if I can get better shifts. I don't know why I keep. I think there's a little bit of lag that's causing me to get on the thing before the button pops out because of the stream. Because I'm watching a video too. There we go. We got it down into the 5.5s with no bar. They're running 249. We had the top end at 250, so it doesn't look like the car will go any more than that. We can kind of play around with the gears a little bit just to see. But that is a pretty slow first gear because of the no bar. about the same. I think I may have lost I think it was running. I think I ran a 557 on my other phone, but I can't. I probably can't go much more in first without the car getting up in the air. Looked like I had got a little more air on that, but it might have gone the other way. But it's kind of hard to tell unless you make a lot of test passes. Looks like my top end went down a little, so I didn't get up to the speed that I was getting. So I think I'll just leave it here for now, and maybe mess around with it a little bit later. But it's a nice little no bar that I basically just made off of an old tune that was already in the car from a while ago, from probably a year ago. The suspensions is pretty much on the ground like most tunes are, with the 7.2, and then it's got some front bump, and then the front rebound is down, and the rear is just down a little bit. But that stuff I haven't played with to kind of try and fine tune it. But I mean, you could try like going with a different adder, or taking off the launch control. It's going to launch harder, and then you'd have to probably lower the gears, and you might be able to tweak a little off it there. But I'm pretty happy with having that as a no bar. It's just kind of a fun car. But with bars, you could probably set the weight back and launch it harder, and probably get into the sevens on the 60. And that's how you get your like your mid to low 5.5s probably in this now. But taking this car out in the lobby, you're unless you're running good consistent low 5.5s, you're gonna get pummeled out there. just going to take out some cars that I'm going to mess around with tonight. See what kind of numbers I can put up tonight. See if there's anybody out in the lobby right now. By the time we changed all the settings, quarter heads up pro tree prepped, there aren't a lot of people. I know a lot of people like to run full tree or street tree, so we'll go into night mode, I think. Got Gray Ghost out here tonight. Caden. I remember seeing someone's name was Caden is slow. I don't remember if it was the same spelling or not, but maybe seeing as there's someone named Caden. All right, so let's get some races in and see how many lobby lurkers we got here, as I like to call them, because they don't put up races, but they seem to pop up when you race. I just want to get my music rolling again. Hopefully this guy will wait for me. Apologies for being late to the line there. Got a nice pass right off the trailer tonight for the Camaro. Even though I think I'm always late on first gear, sometimes you get that good number. So I might have to rethink my shifting on that car. I'll just collect my 20K and move on. Yeah, I think that was yesterday, right? That I did the shorty stream, or was that the day before? Did I take off yesterday? I can't remember because I was having headaches. I think from just looking at too many screens and stuff moving. After a while, it gets to you, especially when you have bad eyes. Because I've got like, yeah, I was on for a little bit yesterday. Because I have special computer glasses I got that are set up for the distance that I told them how far I would have. I look at my monitor and then they subtract the subscription off of your normal subscription so that it's clear at that distance, but like it's gonna be close, but like if I were to wear these outside, it wouldn't be, I wouldn't get as much distance further than, whatever, 3, because I do sit kind of far back in that from the monitor, like maybe 3 feet. A lot of people are a lot closer, but I'm comfortable a little bit away from the desk. I don't like being like crammed under the desk. So we'll see how the racing goes tonight. I'm just going to keep rolling with the stream, I think, because people seem to like it, even though I don't get like a lot of people in here at the same time. But definitely, if you're watching the stream, definitely drop a code, or I put on there. I'm always going to be like in the lobby racing. These settings: quarter heads up, pro, prepped, 20K. Usually, hopefully, that's not too much for people. The King, 27 by 21. You don't see too many of the Nissan Zs, and especially not anything but 28 by 21. See, I was late on that first gear again, like real late. Still got the 5.4 out of it. He had the yellow bar. But see, with the 27s, you don't get as much top end as the 28s as that car can get. The 28s will get you over that 250. See if we can shift this thing right, because I was late. That time I was way early. But you can see I'm pulling on him at the end there, because he can only get up to 249. I'm sure we'll be taking out our Nissan Z tonight, because that's really I think it's one of my favorite cars right now. I have a lot of fun with that car just because of the way it shifts. He wants to race Chevelles. I didn't really Like spent a ton of time in my Chevelle. Got the all black Chevelle. He's got the 34s. I didn't realize I had 33s on mine. I don't know why I went a little smaller. That red light always throws me off. I'd like to try and make a pass, but it just gets me. Oh, I still have the hole for the Pro Charger, even though I changed to the turbo. I think he got me on the tree on that one. I got a pretty good number though, the 56. These cars do get pretty slow off the line. So you really have to be on the tree with these NA cars. It doesn't look like you got a burnout on that one. I only got the 560 that time. I don't know what happened on his side. I was late on first on that one, and I was early on the first one. I'll play around with the Camaro a little bit more. Got this car with the 34s NT. It always concerns me when I see an NT car. His bars are really high, so I'd be surprised if this thing put up a number. He's really stalling. I didn't get a good pass, though. Got a 550. I got a pretty good tree. I don't believe that car can run that. I don't think that's legit. That's just my opinion. That's why I stay away from. I should have looked at the replay on that to see how far out he was. That's why I don't like racing NT. because there's no Elco out there running faster than 550. He would have had to like double load with like a 553, but he was way out in front of me, so the Nissan Z's out tonight. And he just disappeared, so I got the nice double O with the 550. He's got the yellow bars. That's never gonna work. Usually not. A 26 by 10.5 by 10.5. Okay, yeah, that's the older all-wheel drive cars. You can still pull off a 5.4 with these sometimes. The Porsche and the Evo. My timing's not there at all for this car. I did get the 5.4, but it seems like it's a little more slippery than usual because of the stream. 5.4 is a 5.4. I'm just run through. It's gonna run through cars real quick. 479 on the board. Oh, this one's almost over. If I could pull off a 46 with something, with a tree, I might be able to squeak. I might be able to jump up on that board. Just watching this IRL racing right now. It seemed like I think I recognize this car that I see. I think I've seen it before. See how this car is going tonight. Oh, he came in with the Vega when I've got the that's a low Vega he's got. The bars. I gotta turn his volume down. Missed first. The 5.50. That's good. No perfect tune. I mean, I see I see NTs. I usually don't like going in on them, but sometimes I like to just do it just to see what it is. I'll turn the lights back on the track. Or turn the lights off, I should say, because it's daytime. Got the box jacked up in the back, pretty high. See if I can hit these quick shifts. I'm predicting wheelie from the other side because he's got us so high and back trying to stop it from wheeling with no bar. I think I was early in first that time. Yeah. He's got the yellow bars. That's never good when the other guy's got yellow bars. See what his car did. Yeah, see his car went airborne. And he let off, it looks like. Never got going anywhere. We called it. That's the problem. You think you can jack your car up higher and higher and back to stop the wheelie, but that doesn't work. So I have to see how long I last tonight. Got a lot of sleep, so got Gray Ghost with the Elko again. Hope I'm not taking too much of his money because this is not really a fair matchup. I really got early on that first gear again. He's got the low 5.6 on the Elko. See if this is a Camaro. Camaros are still out there. See if I can get the shifts on this time. I was early in first and late in second, so it doesn't look like he caught me though. No, I treat him. Otherwise, that would have been a neck and neck race, but I couldn't really tell. Oh, that was his red. I got worried for a second. I nailed those shifts that time. That was a fast pass. That'll move me up. That was a super clean pass. That was 126 tire temp too. I think I was late. I was late in second on that one. Still got the 48. Got some good passes in that one. Let's see if oh, I only got the number 6 with that. Oh yeah, that's right. I needed a 46. I already had a 47 up there. I moved up 2 spots. Not really recognizable names in that group. Well, if you need a 46, what you want to do is get this car out. Yeah, I was testing my Chevelle, and then I put together a quick Vega tune. I was running that. No bar, and I haven't really messed with the Elko because they're all, pretty much going to get killed out there by Camaros and stuff. So I usually save those if somebody wants to go like head to head in the same car, make it a fair race. He wants to race the Camaro. I got some good passes in this. Looks like he repainted his. I've got the 34s, he's got the 35s. I pretty much did this with the 34s right off the bat. That first gear is really going quick for me right now. but it's working, even though it's not giving me much time at all. I wonder if I actually caught it right, if I would get like a big number on this car tonight. That red light's gonna mess me up. I was close on the shifts. See, I thought I was closer, but it was slower. But could have been because he red lit. It could have affected my pass. I was a little bit off on all of them that time. That's probably why I got the 51 to his 54. All right, GG's. Yeah, I have multiples of some cars. The ones that I like, that I have like a couple different setups for. I mean, the Camaro, I could probably make a third one with 35s, but it's like everyone in the game has a Camaro, so I don't really feel like I need more than one of them, because I'm always seeing them, and it makes me want to race something else. Yeah, there is some racing going on around the country right now. Maybe that's what people are watching, some real racing. A few things going on tonight, grudge racing and different things. The quick money. We have that car in the game. That's another thing I was telling someone the other day, is that I was looking at the cars that they're putting in the game, and I'm like, especially the NA cars, I'm like, why are they putting this in the game? And why are they putting this car in the game? But then you don't realize, and you go to the track, and you see, yep, there's a no limit car, there's a no limit car, and those are the cars you see. So that's obviously the cars that people want. There's an NT. I don't know if that's the same guy or not. Yeah, the Elko. Let's see if I put up a 5.4 Let's see if he beats it in this thing. But see, the bars are definitely too high in that car. Are they lower now? The car just doesn't look right. Doesn't look like it's going to be fast. That's why I have my suspicions. Well, somehow I red lit, unfortunately. Oh, that was a crazy pass. I was ahead of him, though. He wouldn't have been, I don't think he would have beat that unless he pushed the scramble button. I think that was way too close a race for the Elko, though. Because he was right with me, and I was double O red with that big number. Kind of want him to stage, because I kind of think maybe that threw me off. Yeah, the Elko is not that fast. There ain't no way. Look at that thing get look at that thing get out of the hole. But I'm pretty sure that unless you run like a 5.2, it doesn't give you the doesn't give you the hack, the HK. I'm pretty sure it still allows like 5.3. So, because you see him up there on the board. So we won't be racing him again. Let's see how our... Well, before I go to my favorite, I'll try some of these other ones. It looks like... So that's the guy that raced NT last that I saw. I don't think we raced him yet. Let's see if we can get a good pass against the Camaro. Ajax. It seemed like a long burnout. I got a lot of lag on that. I didn't even get a chance to shift it. I got so much lag. Slight disadvantage from playing and streaming the game, but I get my wins, so got good shifts on that one. I was way out on him. He didn't get a tree, but he's gonna need better than a 560. I was A little late in first, but sometimes it works. 551. That's a good one. He got into the 5.5s, but didn't tree it. GG's. One thing I'm going to do is try to maybe close a couple things here. Try to get a little more bandwidth. Just watching this live racing. They're doing test passes. I seen this truck for the second time. First time, he almost crossed, and then this time he just melted the tires. So if he can get it in between the two. He'll be set. So, like I said, definitely drop a code in the chat. That's what I prefer if you want to race and tell me the car. Or I can set up the race either way. Got the Mustang. I don't remember what this one, if this is the one that wasn't buffed, because there's a few Mustangs in the game now. I get them confused sometimes. .52. Can't crack the 5.4s in this car yet. So I'm looking at how much air this car gets, because it feels like it gets a lot of air, but it doesn't. But it really doesn't. Maybe because it's so long. That's probably an advantage. Mr. 330. I used to race him quite a bit. I don't see him on here as often. But I might just miss him. Depending on what time I'm on. I wish I could play something else, another music that I prefer, but I don't know if the mic can actually pick it up though. But we got the Civic with the bars. Used to be a really popular car. I'm late at first on everything tonight. It's costing me those 5.4s, I think. Got to get my timing down. Or maybe I need a snack or something, get a little energy. So it probably sounds like a good idea before it gets too late. We got a lot of people in the lobby right now. I don't know which one to pick. Pick the most creative name. Oh, unfortunately, this is not a good matchup for him. But it could be, depending. Depending on who's got the tune. No, we just left him. The 51, that seems to be the number I'm stuck on tonight. A T-Bird will do better than that, though. Mr. 330, I'm guessing that's probably Camaro he's running. Let's see if this is a Nissan Z. He got stuck back there. I think that could be a little bit me, a little bit him when that happens. And I'm catching him. There it is. We got the 5-4. Seeing a few more Nissan Z's out there tonight than usual. I'm still gonna outpower him with the 551. Looks like he's testing it. I don't like using those front bumpers that glitch into the ground like that. It's too bad they can't fix that. Looks like he had a better pass going, but I still managed to catch him. He wants to keep going at it. This is how you make a lot of money, though, when somebody's out testing the car and they have money, and they might not care if they get losses. They're just out there testing with whatever. Whoa. He got the 4, he got the 5-4. That was better than mine, but that 001. The 001 got him. He got his 5-4 he was looking for. Looked like I was on my shifts. Close one again. He got the 60. But he didn't get the tree. And my car was pretty consistent. 5.2 and below. Try our boss. Just going down the line here. I think I'm going to grab a quick snack though. Okay, BRB is off. We are back. What's going on, sir? Just doing some racing here. Just getting a quick snack. We do have Doritos, so just be warned. I don't think I'm going to be turning off the mic for each one, so... All right, so we are in our Boss. Card at rarely 5.4s, if ever. 551 is pretty much the best we've done in this thing. Though it was faster, but I think a few of these cars got broken, or they just slowed them down for some reason. Got Dirty D out here. I race him a lot. Alex 7. Maybe they're trying to get on the leader, move up on the leaderboard at the last minute, but they're not on mine, because I think the faster you get, you start racing, depends on which leaderboard you get on. After it resets, they just put you on a leaderboard with whoever's raced. And then I think there's 100 people on it, and then after that, then you go to a different leaderboard. It'd be nice if they had like a, I don't know, like maybe like a placing for who goes on, who stays on the leaderboard with all the fastest people. I'd like to see them do a little bit more with that. I think I will maybe turn off the mic for a little bit while I'm having a snack. So we got the Boss and the Maverick. Probably two fairly close cars. Shifts my shift all over the place. It's still a close race, though. It didn't look as close as it was. Apparently he wasn't happy with it, so... remember, keep hydrated when you're streaming, especially if you're going for long hours. It's easy to forget. I think it was over 90 degrees today. See that FOFI Onslaught? He's usually racing different setups than just a regular setup. I'm pretty sure he always races NT, which like I've said, I don't really like racing NT just because I don't really trust people with their reason to race it. But some of the names I recognize. But if you're just going out in the lobby, maybe you don't want people to know what your car runs if you're like a team racer. But I think it's pretty easy to get, do test passes with other team racers instead of coming out into the lobby. Unless you need money. Or unless you're just seeing like how fast the track is, because that actually does vary, it seems. I'm just middle of a snack here. He should have the edge on me in the Camaro. I wasn't sure what car he was racing, so I didn't really want to jump in, and just in case he was like testing out one of the slower cars. I pretty much got my shifts that time. Now he just disappeared for some reason. I don't know what happened. I don't think he was giving me free money. He was definitely right with me. He may have missed a shift, I think. Maybe somewhere between the 8th and the 1,000 foot, possibly. Because it looked like his numbers were down right there. Hard to say. I mean, it's this peanut butter that's giving me the heartburn all the time. I think that may be the case. I will say with this game, usually if you look like you're ahead of someone, you'll usually win. But sometimes if you're behind someone, like even like a car length, sometimes you still win because of it not being in sync. So but for me, I mean, I'm not gonna let off. Because it's not perfect. It's not perfect. When you're going down the track, it doesn't give you like a perfect like representation unless you're really in sync. You really got like good internet, good connection, all that. So that's okay. Just go ahead and run it out. I got the money, even though I cover it up because right away I have like people asking me for money. How'd you get so much money? And I'm not. I'm probably about average for how long I play. Probably about average money. Because it's always good if you've got a strong car. Just race for 20K because there's no point in. I mean, once you have enough money built up, you're going to get beat. But if you're pretty confident with your car, and then when you bring out cars like for testing and stuff like that, you can lower it. But I don't even really bother doing that anymore. Unless they come out with cars that cost $1 million, that might change, but that would be kind of crazy. Be nice if I could do something with all these coins. But I don't really have anything to do with them. Just a couple of Doritos left. He's out there in the Camaro. I hope he doesn't give me a win again. I just noticed he was out there again when I was looking through the list. You can tell if you get out ahead of someone in the Camaro, you're pretty much gonna get them because it's pretty much got top end over everything. If you get a good pass. Got a little too much tire on that one. But this car does have that quick first gear. And you can't lower it. Because it'll mess up your tune. I think I got him with the 52. That's a good pass for this. Hopefully I didn't mess him up. On my car. I got the dreaded bounce in my gears that time, and it totally screwed me up. When you get that, sometimes you get that bounce in the shifts. I don't really know what causes it. Okay. We got the Rammstein playing on YouTube. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Let me grab my mic, get my mic back. Just wanted to wash my hands real quick after the snack. Like to keep my hands clean when I'm on the PC. All right. So I think it's time to switch them up a little. Switch up our cars a bit. Did I run the Vega already? Yeah, I was tuning that earlier. That's my spare Nissan Z. Kind of semi-retired. You could mess around with this Porsche a little. Can't remember the last time I got a 5.4 in this. But it's basically the same car as the Evo. Yeah, it's pretty warm in here. Had the air on. Could probably use a little more right now, especially with the PC and everything. I have to check and see what it's on. Just cool this place down a little after that heat today. Oh, why do you leave? Unless you just disconnected. Could have been a close race, depending on if he had a good tune in that car. Oh yeah, this Porsche. For some reason, I think I have a slightly different tune on this than how my Evo launches. Because that first gear isn't as quick. At least not how I like it to be. Same gear. Could just be me. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to be on tonight. I'm just kind of chilling here. It's pretty hot, but I think I got enough sleep, so I should be good for right now. This all depends. See how long people stay on for. See if anybody comes into the stream here and wants to race. That always helps. I know when I used to stream before, I used to get a lot of people coming, like trying to get tunes all the time. Or whenever you have like a chat or something or a Discord, you get those people that hang out for a bit and then hey, you got a tune. Got a tune for this. That happens a lot. I see you trying to take advantage of this slow Porsche over here. Hope it doesn't backfire on you. I got good shifts on that. got a 52. But I think that's about as good as I get. For some reason, the Evo, I can pull off a 5.4 occasionally. All right, I don't know what happened over there, but I'll give you another chance. That second shift that was late. Whoa, hello. I was wrong about this car. I pulled that one out of my ass. I got it. Well, but see, I don't really race the Porsche all that much. But like I said, technically it's the same car as the Evo. And I have it pretty much set up the same as my other one. I have a bunch of different setups, but these two seem to be the best. And they've kind of held up over time. See, that's 663 60 foot. If you get those shifts off the line, and then you don't screw up the rest of the way, that's going to be a good pass. Takes out the Camaro with the Porsche. See, there's that NT with no name. It's not someone I want to race, but if I had to bet, I would say that's that. What was that? Was that an Elko? That was too high in the back, and the bars were too high. That's basically somebody trying to steal people's money. I think that's what he's doing. I don't think I'm going to see too many 5.4s in this Porsche, so if he wants to win his money back, that's how he's going to get it. Oh, Porsche on Porsche. He's got 13.5s with shorter tires. That one's sitting higher than mine. Why do those lights look different? I hate when that happens on the stage. I was early on that second shift. You had the red bars. I don't know how bad of internet you need to have red bars before, because I've played in places like in malls, shopping malls and stuff on the data. Although I probably had pretty good data, but unless you're on like a crappy Wi-Fi. I guess you gotta use what you got. I was late on some of those shifts. Chased me down. think I'll put that car away. I got my 5.4. We'll switch over to the NA car. See what we can do with this. I don't want to keep going after Grey Ghost all night. Sure, there's other people that want to get wins. Just had to do something real quick. We got that's a Ranger, right? With no clip. Got good shifts. Whoa. Okay. That's all he needs. Good shifts, I guess. First pass in that 548. Looks like a clean slip. Nothing crazy on it. Definitely got good shifts though. That first shift we nailed. There's that no-name NT up there. Now we get another one racing for $100. I don't know about that one. I think I'll stay away from that. There used to be a time where you could actually beat hackers when there was cars out there running 5.53s. But that was pretty much a bug. They didn't want the cars to go that fast, I don't think. Got the AC/DC. See, this looks like a playlist. Got the box novas. Looks like he pretty much just did what I did, just changed the color of the car. Because I'm pretty sure it comes with the flames on it. That color. See, I hit that first shift good. Again, if that's a sweet spot, but didn't get the same result. Looks like the lobby got quiet all of a sudden. Either no one wants to race me, or around this time is pretty much when people tend to clear out, though. Especially being a Saturday. Or if they see an oddball tire size like that, they might not want to race it, because this is pretty much an oddball tire size. See, a lot of people put the American front wheel drive or rear wheel drive because they don't want to deal with the all wheel drive. Because that pretty much blocks out the Audi, right? Because the Audi is the all wheel drive, but the rear wheel drive, that won't block out the Nissan Z. But not too many people have those, or don't have them, don't like them, or something. He wants to race the box. We already got the big number in this thing, didn't we? The 48. I don't know, I think I'm already starting to feel the effects of staring at these screens and the motion. Maybe I should try racing on a different camera angle. This view. You can really see what the car is doing when you race this view. Good pass for that. A little different angle. Those are pretty good shifts. I thought I saw a double O up there. GG's as always. This guy's racing backwoods. I mean, drift drag kings. Alright, so the only car we haven't 5.4 is this. I'm gonna jump into this custom map just to... These things are really laggy though. with all the stuff that loads in, depending on how much stuff they put on it. And they got this strange lighting to them. I don't know what that's all about. I think those are pretty good shifts for this. He got me on the tree. I would have had him. Just treat me out a little bit. Although it doesn't. Well, my car is a way better 60, so that's why I got way ahead of him. You can barely tell the tree, though. You can kind of tell he got it a little better. Then he chased me down at the last second. So is it the tire or is it the nose? Oh, that was only 0.003. That was only a 0.003 win. I have to go to the judges on that one. He got the new PB in the Camaro, 466. Yeah, I was thinking that was the Camaro because that's really the Audi and the Nissan Z. Probably the only other two cars that are gonna run that. I'm not sure what my PB is in the Camaro. I know I've run 46s. I actually saved some screenshots of it. I don't think I've run a 45. I know I've run like passes that seem like they were glitch. Like 45, 44, 42. But I think at a certain point, it's glitch. Actually, I don't have that many screenshots. Shows you I don't use it that much. 469. Looks like 469 in the Camaro. But I hardly have any screenshots for that. Just taking a little break here on my eyes. See what's going on in this these grudge races. I don't think I can watch like real cars race and a game cars race. I think that would destroy my eyes. And I probably have to shut down watching all that movement. What's up, Chapman? Chapman? Just taking a little break here between racing. If you want to race, I usually putting on lobby races all the time. Pro Tree, Quarter, Heads Up, Prep. Or if you want to drop a code with that. Pretty much raced my fleet that I normally race, except for my Nissan Z. Just trying to drop a 5.4 with the Zevo, which is a pretty difficult thing to do these days, but usually get one. Trying the different view for a little bit. I was late on that second shift. That was a close race. I just got him on the tree. And a little bit better. ET. Hey, what's going on? I could possibly do some bracket. What were we doing 8, 9 full tree? I actually set up an 8, 9 eighth, but it's not like set up how I normally set it up for the delay, so I have to leave on a different light than I normally do. That was this car, right? Yeah, that tree. I'm gonna have to do better on that tree. I don't know if it makes a difference if what camera angle you use. I've never really noticed it. I don't know. The thing about bracket is that it's a lot more interesting if you're doing like team races and stuff, because you're doing like 2 out of 3s, and then you know, depending on what kind of team races you're doing, it makes it more interesting because there's other things, like the other guys on your team have to do good, and everybody's usually like running close to dead on, but it just kind of loses its kind of loses the excitement of it when you're just like doing lobby races for bracket racing. It kind of has a different feel than heads up, because heads up you're trying to go as fast as you can, so it's a little more, kind of punch to it when you beat someone. At least to me, it kind of have a different feel to it.
Good morning, y'all. I'm Hannah.
The only thing about heads up in this game, though, is that you're going to run into the same cars a lot. So that's the only thing, if you don't mind looking at the same cars, even though, people are going to be at different, they're not going to be running the same thing. You know what the car is capable of running, so you know that you kind of know what you could be up against. So, I don't know, it just all depends. I don't know if he's still online or not, because he grayed out. I don't know if that message still go through or not. I mean, in current cars, I think in current cars, my best clean race was 544. I'm pretty sure that was in the Audi. but again, I just kind of have my doubts about where the cutoff is for glitch in these cars, because I don't really believe that these cars can do better than 46 clean for some reason. I kind of think that that's the cutoff, especially because you don't see it. And when you do, there's always kind of something crazy involved. If you see something faster than that. Like the Nissan Z is kind of a crazy car itself. Just by the way it launches. Like I had a 5422 in the Nissan Z, but it was only an 842.60, which is, there's no way, that's impossible for that to hit that thing to hit that number with that 60 foot. So, the other numbers look normal, but like you have to look at the slip. But I mean, it could just be a glitchy car too. And like if you get that launch off the line and it gives you like that crazy launch. But I don't think so. Let's see, where's my Audi? I know the Audi is legit like 4.6 without a doubt, but like better than that, I'm not really sure. Like I ran a 44, but it had a 67760, which is, well, no, actually that car does run that 60, but that one's kind of hard to say. And I'm pretty sure I run a 45 in that too. And I run two 44s in the Audi that I have saved. But it's very rare. So that's why I tend to think it could be glitch anyway. But the definition of a glitch, is kind of a gray area, because like if you get a little lag, it could make your car faster. So, someone would say, well, hey, it wasn't me, and that's just what it ran. But if I see someone run like a 44, and then after that they run like a 50 or a 52, and they can't like get close to that, then that's kind of off to me. Oh like it is what it is thing. Oh, I ran a 544 on stream. Yeah, and see the thing is the stream creates lag just from the streaming. Because it's going to affect your your internet and stuff. So the lag can make you slow and it can make you fast. So it's like you don't really know. You could have like the best internet and like gig internet and everything perfect. Your car could be fast, it could be slow. It's, but I don't really put too much into it. It's really just basically winning or losing. Really, it's just another win. He looks great on paper. So I don't know. There's that guy with the NT again. He's still racing. I should go after the guy with the NT car with my Nissan Z. See if I can put up a big number on him. If that's the same guy with the Elco. Farva. Did I race him yet? Oh, 30s. I wasn't expecting Nissan Z with that tire size. I've tried 29s, I've tried 30s, I tried 27s. It's never the right combination for the speed you need. He was wheeling that whole time. That's the thing about this car. Sometimes it gets too much grip, sometimes it spins. He had a double of one tree. I'm surprised he didn't have a better 60 with that giant wheelie. See, his car just kept going up and up and up, and it did come back down. I think he may have let off in the middle of that. It looked like. But see, that's the thing about that car. You can't raise it up that high and back with those 30s. That's going to be a problem. There's that NT. Let's see if that's that's the Elco. Still running. I got too much grip last time. Hopefully I'll get the right kind of grab this time. But see, that setup in the back, that high and back with those high bars like that, that's like a recipe for not being fast. And then he takes his time. So, like, what is he doing? That's what I'm wondering. I got him. And it, like, we weren't even, we weren't in, we weren't in sync at all. He had like a half a car on me the whole time. And then the game evens it out. But watching the live race, that's basically what it looked like this. We got him, boys. But that Elko is not that fast. As if it was, you'd see people out there with them. Getting close to that deadline for the leaderboard. I'm hanging on to that number 6 spot. I'd have to get like an insane pass. My car is getting way too much grip right now. $16 mil. What happened? You lost money? Yeah, I mean, it's 16 mil is like a lot of money, but it's not like a ton where you can just go out there and race 20Ks against Camaros all day. You gotta be careful. And then once you build it up, you know, and if you've got like a go-to car that you can just go out there and you know you can beat people in. You know, like this thing, I mean, I'm not destroying people, but I mean, I've got 105 to 44, 2 million, so that's because I always race 20K. But then if you only race 5 or 10, you know, you're not going to make as much, so. But if your recorder's there, if you can do like this kind of record, you know, but this game you only need so much money and then it becomes pretty much useless. Unless you're like constantly buying cars and selling cars, you can waste a lot of money dropping, what is it, like a 150K for the middle for the middle car. Especially when they're adding cars or buffing cars, and you have to buy one of them back. Then all of a sudden, you spent like $1 million in cars. Because like 121. Oh, so how much does a new car cost? I thought it was 150. Yeah, it's 150 for the strip car. So how do I only have 121,000 on this discount? Yeah, well, you couldn't have been playing that long if you've got 16 mil, right? Maybe been playing for, I don't. I mean, it's kind of hard to guess because depending on how much people bet. Do I want to do? $2 years. I mean, I used to like put in a lot of hours in this game. Like when it was really competitive and there were a lot of fast cars, and it seemed like there were a lot more people racing. Like maybe like a couple of years ago. Okay, so I guess we're gonna do some bracket racing. I'm pretty sure he was the one that was 890, 890 quarter, and not custom. Custom can get messy up when the lights come down different. I mean, I have cars that I probably won around 10 million each. I've got to probably have a few cars like that, and then I've got, you know, down from there. Probably like cars you're looking at like 1,000 races to win like 10 mil. I think is that 10K? But then you got the losses. So if you're racing for 20K, you would have to win at least like half of those, right? if my math's correct. But then if you like change up how much you race for, then that can kind of mess up the number. What? I don't know, whichever car makes you the most money, I guess. I don't know, I kind of have to be in the mood for bracket. Looks like we have the same type launch. He pulled out in front of me. Oh, my RT was horrible. I don't know why my RT is so bad. I'll just blame it on the live stream. I got something playing in my ear too. Oh, I thought that might have even been a red. It seemed like I was right on the tree. My car seems slow. I don't know why. You gotta really have a good connection for bracket. Let him bump in. Seems like he's been waiting for me to bump in. I don't know why my car is slow today. I don't think I changed it. Got the tree, but my car's running a little slow. I think I'll stage it up a little. The car's getting a little closer, it looks like. Probably be better if I wasn't listening to music and watching a video and streaming at the same time. That was pretty even. I keep running that 9107 for some reason. See, it gets kind of monotonous though, unless you're like racing a team or something. I wasn't staged as far up on that one. There we go. Finally hit my number. I think it's the stages that's getting me. I'm staging up too far. Because I usually don't do pro stage with this, but seems like this spot is further back. Well, I thought that was my red because it seemed like I really got that light. But, yep, that's the spot. I was pulling too far forward. It's kind of hard to nail that just getting over the line by a sliver. Is that me? Well, no, that was him that was flashing. Because I was just barely in there, too. Yep, that's my spot. Found the sweet spot. I just barely got it again. Problem with that is the tree. If you're that far back, you really got to be on the tree. He was way out in front of me on that one. My tree was horrible. He's running the fat tires on the back. He red lit again. Oh, that's on the dot. As long as I get a tree. Yeah, I mean, you have to, obviously your car has to be set up right. You got to stage the same. That's pretty much everything. Your car set up. And usually the good bracket racers can tree, so if you don't get a good tree. He's getting yellow bars too, so that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt him, his consistency. Because of your connection. I'm a little bit far forward. I haven't red lit yet, so I could probably tweak my delay, because my tree could be better. I don't know, this could be my last one now. That's good, should be a good stage right there. I can't tell if I got a good tree there or not. No, I didn't. I can't. It gets just like too monotonous after a while. Yeah, it's more interesting if you're doing the team, like you race one guy, and then if you beat him, then you go on to the next guy. All right, man, good races. Yeah, I don't know, that bracket racing kind of wears you down, because you like racing the same car like that over and over again. It's too bad like there wasn't a way to make it more interesting. Because it's pretty much all in the car setup. Once you get your car set up, then it's basically cutting a light. And then obviously if you're running a 1 speed, it's just that's it. I mean, I've run like a 2. I don't know if I've run a 3, but then it's basically shifting, exactly on the number. So it's a little more challenging, I guess. Thousand foot. I mean, I set up that one car 1,000 foot, but I don't have the delay set up for it to leave on the first light. So I kind of have to like guess the. I'm leaving like on the second to last light, like right after it, and really like to nail a tree, you really have to leave on the first light and let your delay do the work. So that takes long. That takes time to kind of get your delay exactly right. But I don't know. I like heads up. It's fun, just jumping from car to car to car, race to race. Because bracket, you set up your car, you're pretty much done with your car. And then it's just, like I said, catching the light. The car setup can take a while. But I've had that car for a long time, and it still works. Well, that car isn't. That's not like one of the old cars. That was like right after the regular 57, I think. And they were like, "Oh, everybody loves the 57. Here's another one." If one isn't enough, here's one with a giant back wagon. I don't know. It's getting. Might be a good time to stretch. I think we could probably do that for a little bit. See. See what's what. Okay, we're back. Hopefully the mic's not too loud. Have to let me know. Your next car, I don't know. You have the Camaro. You have this car right here. That's like one of the fastest cars in the game. A lot of people use it. Then you got this. It's probably like right neck and neck with the Camaro. And then down from there, you got the Nissan Z, pretty much neck and neck with both of those cars. I think for some reason not a lot of people don't use it. I don't know why. Maybe it doesn't work for everyone. I'm not really sure. Those are all 5.4 capable, running 5.4s. Then you have this car. This will run 5.4, but not as frequently. Then you got this, the Box Nova. Let's see. One car I haven't raced in a long time that's kind of up there, if it still is the Maverick. I'll have to give it a test run. But I remember I have run 5.4s with this in the past, I think. But it's close. So you got this. Then you got the Porsche and the Evo. We'll kind of almost touch on running 5.4s, maybe occasional 5.4s. What else? And then the Boss, which will run low 5.5s, probably best. So all those. And then you have a lot of other cars that'll run like mid 5.5s to upper 5.5 in the quarter. I actually have a video out if you check my videos. But all the fast sedan cars will run at least 250 or close to 250 miles an hour. So that's pretty much where they get their speed now. And then the imports come in at like in the 240s, like 240 to 243 in that range, but they get much better 60-foot times, so that's where they get their speed. So you can really like launch them hard. Let me try this Maverick. Looks like it's pretty quiet now though. Yeah, I did like a quick tune on a few of the cars that they just made faster. So, and I'm sure they're going to continue to do that, so there'll be fast cars popping up, but none of the ones that they're buffing right now seem to be able to run 5.4s. So it seems like they don't want any other cars to run 5.4. I don't know why. They might like be saving that for when a new car comes out. They want that to run 5.4. I'm not really sure what their thinking is about that. Because the last car that ran 5.4 was a member only car. So you either had to wait a week or become a member to get it. So that could be like the new strategy or whatever. I think the Camaro, that was just a car that was buffed that happened to be really fast. I think all the other ones. And then the same thing with the Audi. That was a new car, ran 5.4, and I'm pretty sure that was also a member only, or you had to wait a week. Halfway to 17 mil. Yep, just keep raking in that money. Just don't race my Nissan Z and you should be fine. Honestly, I would say there are not as many fast people in the lobby as there used to be. There used to be a lot of people with fast Camaros, Audis. But after some of the cars got a little slower, things kind of changed. I don't know. And then obviously you have to be able to tune the car or get a tune. You want to race my Z? I got 2 of them. Actually, I have 3 of them, but the other one's kind of retired. But I actually, maybe I should test that car out. Because I actually changed that car. I spent a few minutes on the decals, so should definitely be fast. Looks like the lobby's cleared out though. Yeah, see, and like these NA cars that they're making faster or buffing. That's what you call it. That's like a gamer term. But those cars, it seems like they're picking cars that have already been buffed recently, like like in the last year or a little before that, and they're like redoing them again. At least some of them. I guess maybe because they kind of already know that they're close and that they can probably do it easier than starting with a fresh car that's like slow. And then they have to try and, make that one, like they have to go a lot further with that one. Then instead of taking a car that'll run like 5.6s right now, they only have to boost it a little. But if it only runs like 5.7, then they have to boost it a lot more. It's probably harder to do, I guess. Well, I got this test car. If I lose, I'm going to blame it on being a test car. Wow, that seemed fast, but it was slow. I don't know what happened there. Oh, your car's teleporting. What's going on? Look like it. What the heck was that? Where's your car? I'm calling foul on that one. What is this? Are your parachutes open? Let's see if I can zoom in on that. I gotta investigate this. I don't know how you. Let's see. If you go like this, then you have to go like that, right? Where's your car? I can't get your car in view. I don't know what happened. Your car disappeared, so I just stopped. I couldn't, because it was gone. There's a Fox Body meetup. if anyone's interested. Yeah, I think you did get major lag. I'm going to be getting a little cut because of my end, but I don't know. No one has like mentioned anything about my cars looking weird or anything, so I don't know. Just don't do that again. I wanted to get a good test out of that car. Let's see, did you jump in my race? So see, do you see what your car's doing on my screen? Does my car do that? Holy crap. I pulled off a pass that time. Your car disappeared. I could tell those were good shifts. If I'd have gotten that tree, I think I'll save that one for the files. You wanted to race it, right? That's what I thought. Looks like the old faithful car is working again. Yeah, definitely let me know if you see like when you race me if my car is like moving around crazy like that. Because then I'll know that. I mean, my like my stream connection is good. But I don't. But like I have to look at like the internet. What do you call it? The throughput or whatever. I'm just leaving that 461 up there for looks. That looked like it was going to be fast. When you get that good launch like that. Thank you. Good race. Too bad I didn't do that against Alex 7. See, that comes up on the leaderboard. But I got that 66 RT. If I would have got a tree on that thing, that would have been nice. Any kind of good tree, I would have easily moved up to like top 3. Yeah, but when I'm not streaming, when I know I have like a good connection and my car is like, like super smooth on the screen, that's when you can tell when you see someone else's car that's like going on the ground and like teleporting like back and forth. You can tell who it is. Wow, this car's really launching. If I could have done a little better on the shifts there. See, he's got the red bars. Luckily, it didn't affect the race. I've been seeing a lot of yellow and red bars. Seems like a lot more than in the past, I think. But then I think there are a lot more people racing then, so now he's trying to trick me on the light. I don't know if he wanted to race. He's trying to burn me down, even though I don't have nitrous. That one I got a little too much grip. He's still trying. You really want to try again? See, this is how you get free money, Gray Ghost. Now he stays right away. He couldn't trick me last time. I didn't get a good launch in that one. Those red bars are probably throwing me off. Red bars, yellow bars. Yeah, I remember saying a while ago that yellow bars or red bars should be a disqualification, but they didn't. Apparently, they didn't agree. I'm thinking definitely red bars should, because I don't even know how you get that bad of a connection. Alex is always out there racing this Audi. See if my car will hook right this time. A little too much grip. Seems my car's a little off now. I was going to do 124, but I missed it. I don't know what that was. Yeah, my car's slow. That looked like a fast pass. I'm gonna have to move this car back up to my number 1 slot. I missed 5th gear. Still a pretty good one. If I'd have got 5th gear right, could have been a 46. Maybe not, but might have been a little better. Zoomy, zoomy. Yeah, it seemed like the stream died. I don't know. Could be maybe time to... Oh yeah, I've been on for a while. Could be time to start wrapping it up. Well, now my eardrums are going to get blasted. What is that wheel on the back? I guess it's just colored. Got a little too much wheelie. I really hate when people just leave like that. Because I can't get a replay. See, the 60 on this car is really makes it. Because it's got that high mile per hour and that 780 60. That's what it's all about. Franco. See if that's a Camaro. His engine isn't blinking. It might be a certain kind of blower that makes your engine blink. So pull off a pretty good pass. Even though I got too much gription. I was kind of curious as what this one will do. Did I run this one already? Yeah, I've seen the blower, but that one wasn't flashing. But I've seen him flash before, because I know there's different kinds of blowers you can get. The big one and the small one, or the one with the big stacks or the small stacks. It's probably like a bug with the skin of the car, I think, or the blower. Yeah, I think we're winding down here, so I'm just kind of curious of what this car might be the time of night where there's less people, so the cars are faster. $30 by $11. And the Audi. That was weird. All right. I think we're going to wrap this up. We're going to pull up the race of the night. Oh, it was against Grey Ghost with the 461 in the Nissan Z. That's our official race of the night. All right, so that's going to be a wrap for today. So I have to see if I'm up. Have to see if I'm up to it again tomorrow, or see what's going on. Hopefully it's not super hot again tomorrow, because that really heats up the room with the PC and everything. So thanks for the any subs or races or likes. Make sure you do that, because keep it going. Who knows? Maybe I'll get monetized, and that would definitely be better for the stream, because then I could possibly do more things. So right now it's just basically for fun. So